Now here we go as we now head on to the final stretch. The final stretch of matches here. Final three. And all these are now the brand main events. Kicking things off here. The first of three main events here at SummerSlam. ECW's main event, ECW Championship. Minoru Suzuki defends his championship against Braun Strowman. This is Strowman's rematch clause against Suzuki. Their last match at the ECW exclusive Sin pay-per-view was completely insane. Suzuki won that one, which is also completely insane. So now Strowman, this is Braun Strowman's rematch clause. If Strowman loses here tonight, he does not get any more title opportunities until he either earns it in a number one contenders match, or until Suzuki loses that championship to someone else, and then Strowman, goes up the pecking order and increases higher in the power rankings, of course. So if Strowman loses this, same like all the other past ones, for example, Alex Shelley, same thing for him. Anyway, now, Strowman with that chair, of course, Braun Strowman, just a monster, the monster of ECW. Of course, we have the Monster Abyss, former ECW Tag Team Champion, and Strowman has defeated him before. Anyway, now Suzuki just brings down Strowman. Since Minoru Suzuki debuted here in ECW back in in between week 4 to week 7, he's been completely just unstoppable, really. Perhaps in week 3 he debuted. Bottom line, once Suzuki did debut, he's been on a roll, to be fair. He attacked Baron Corbin. I think he debuted in week 8 when Corbin won the ECW Championship from Raven at the Live from MSG pay-per-view. Suzuki attacked Corbin after the matchup backstage, and then won the title weeks later, and ever since then he's been champion. Suzuki, the third era ECW champion. Can Braun Strowman become the fourth era ECW champion? We shall see here tonight. And when now Suzuki after the ropes goes Strowman, Suzuki just grabbed him and tossed him the opposite direction there. Not sure how effective that was, but hey, whatever, keep the big man down, I guess. Let's see if this matchup could be as equally as insane as their last one at a Sin pay-per-view. And now Suzuki just taking down Strowman. And now Strowman with the monkey flip to Minoru Suzuki, just manhandling him. But Strowman, oh man, the monster among men, he is weakened here. He's struggling to get up here, surprisingly. And now Braun Strowman, precarious predicament here, as Suzuki, just a crossface here on the outside. No disqualification rules apply for ECW, of course, along with the next two matches, which are triple threats. So no disqualification rules apply. Well, false count anywhere rules apply. So that should be good. And now Strowman body slam to Suzuki, and now Anaconda Vice. And now Suzuki just trying to do something against Strowman. Strowman just is takes him down, spear. And now what a headbutt by Braun Strowman. Strowman, ladies and gentlemen, if this monster becomes ECW champion, then the almost unstoppable Minoru Suzuki has perhaps been stopped. I mean, in one-on-one competition, Suzuki, he's been unstoppable. He's been dominant, ladies and gentlemen. So, shall see here, backslide by Strowman here against Suzuki. Only a 1 count. Ladies and gentlemen, the only two men to have pinned Strowman have been Suzuki himself at the Sin pay-per-view and in a tag team matchup where we had Kenny Omega and Minoru Suzuki. Where we had Wade Barrett and Minoru Suzuki take on Braun Strowman and Kenny Omega, in which Omega pinned Strowman after a shooting star press on the outside. That was a couple weeks back in ECW to sell for SummerSlam. Of course, we just had the Omega and Barrett match. Ended off in a bit of controversy. A little controversial ending, but we shall get to that in the next episode of ECW. Anyway, now Suzuki trying to do anything in his power to keep Strowman down, keep the monster down. The way Suzuki won at the Sin pay-per-view was just keeping Strowman isolated, using the steel steps to his advantage. Of course, we had a gotch power driver by Suzuki to Strowman onto the steel steps to make Suzuki win. And it took multiple of those. It didn't take one onto the steel steps. It took 3 or 4 gotch power drivers, or just multiple more different maneuvers onto those steel steps to keep Strowman down. So Suzuki, this is perhaps going to be an even tougher challenge here. SummerSlam is a bigger atmosphere, we shall see here. As now Suzuki is keeping Strowman down. So far, Suzuki holding up his all. No blood has been shed so far, surprisingly. Because I believe there was some blood shed by both Suzuki and Strowman at the Sin pay-per-view. And if not, well, then I think just Suzuki, really. Or just Strowman, I don't know. And we have Braun. Just a camel clutch. He's gonna snap the back of Suzuki, but Suzuki, he is a tough competitor, ladies and gentlemen, so don't count Suzuki out. He has been ECW champion for a very long time, really. And so, he is the longest reigning ECW champion so far, the third era ECW champion, and the longest reigning one so far. If Strowman wins tonight, then you definitely gotta think Strowman gonna hold that for, like, forever, really. Unless if someone else could pin Strowman and be the third man in history to ever actually pin Braun Strowman. Not less than that, that's gonna be a pretty difficult task if Strowman does win in the first place here. Suzuki, if he pins Strowman twice, if he beats Strowman twice, that is bragging rights for the ECW champion. And now Suzuki has Strowman here. What's this? Gotch! Power driver! Already in the match of 1, 2, and holy wow! Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 3 count. Minoru Suzuki, here tonight at SummerSlam, has just pinned the challenger Braun Strowman. Suzuki has defeated Braun Strowman for the 2nd time ever. Strowman has now been beaten twice, well, but he's now been defeated 3 times, twice of which has been in the hands of the ECW champion Minoru Suzuki. As we now head on to a triple threat quickly. Alright, all the entrants are right in here, so might as well kick the matchup off. WWE Championship. I'm still shocked after that last one. Suzuki is still ECW champion. Wow. Anyway, triple threat here. Styles, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, WWE Championship. This is Raw's main event here, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, this has a whole lot of storyline written into it. It's to be fair, it started ever since week 2, really. CM Punk, Sami Zayn, vacant WWE Championship. Punk wins. Punk successfully defends it against multiple opponents. Past opponents including Roman Reigns at the Over the Limit pay-per-view at week 4, along with defending it at week 8 against both Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns once again. But this time, Lashley picks up the victory against Punk. And then, you know, AJ Styles defeats Bobby Lashley in week 12 at the Sealed Fate pay-per-view. Sami Zayn is devastated as he loses the King of the Ring tournament, because SmackDown won that, and obviously, you know, Cesaro won that, because which is why Cesaro main events SummerSlam up next. And of course, Sami Zayn devastated that he didn't win King of the Ring. He defeats AJ Styles in the non-title open challenge, which equals he gets an automatic title opportunity against Styles at the SummerSlam pay-per-view, along with CM Punk, who also defeated Styles before Sami Zayn did in the AJ Styles non-title open challenge once Styles was champion. Since they were the 2 men to ever defeat Styles, they get a title shot here tonight. And now, time to actually call the action, because Styles clash and then an Anaconda device. Sami Zayn just got wrecked there. But anyway, and now, well, this is going to be an incredible mess of a matchup here, but definitely 3 amazing competitors, 3 of the best that Raw has to offer. Raw, we offer a whole lot more great superstars, but these 3 are the top. They are the cream of the crop. They are the best of the best. And yes, a little bit of a cliche for CM Punk right there. And now Punk just gets launched to the outside. I believe Sami Zayn him on the way for the splash against AJ Styles. AJ Styles, of course, he's been WWE champion since week 12. So he's been holding the title for 8 weeks. That's 8 episodes of Raw. And so now can he retain the championship here tonight against, well, not a much good odds. 1 in 3 chance for him to win. He doesn't have to get pinned in this matchup. Punk or Zayn could easily pin or submit each other. And Styles does not have to even be involved in it to lose the championship, along with the next matchup as well. All the odds are against Aleister Black as well later on in the main event. That's serious. Same Zayn to nail the AT to CM Punk and AJ Styles. And now Zayn camel clutch to the champion. Styles here. Punk able to break it up with the high knee strike. Nicely done by Punk. Punk and Zayn. The first ever matchup between these two was in the main event of week 2, and it was for the vacant WWE Championship, of course, since they won 2 fatal 4-ways. So whoever won those 2 fatal 4-ways face off against each other for the vacant WWE title. Luckily enough for both Punk and Zayn, it was dumb. And, well, CM Punk, he won that one. And now see right there. And, well, Sami Zayn, he was supposed to have a rematch clause, but it was sadly just taken away by Roman Reigns. But luckily enough, Reigns wasn't able to get the job done. Had 2 attempts. He wasn't able to get the job done against Punk, but instead, the odd man out, Bobby Lashley, was able to. Anyway, now, Zayn just trying to keep AJ Styles isolated here. Definitely not going to make Styles tap out with that, but hey, just going to try to keep him isolated. Or who knows, you could just perhaps get lucky here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue on with the matchup, Sami Zayn surfboard against Styles. Punk going to break it up. Punk breaking up a whole lot of these. Double hurricane round by both the challengers. Both challengers, Punk and Zayn against Styles. Just teaming up against champion. Of course, the best strategy here to at least make sure that there will be a new champion, take out the champion first. So, 2-on-1 handicap type situation for Styles. Along with Aleister Black after this matchup, since he is the world champion. Sigler and Cesaro could, of course, aim for him. High knee strike to the back of the head. And I have like crab Styles could break that one up, though. CM Punk taking down both Sami Zayn and AJ Styles. This matchup is all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. Triple threat rules. And now, just a kick to the groin right there. That's going to hurt Styles right there. And now, Sami Zayn just going to take him out of the equation. CM Punk trying to think of something. He's inside the ring now. Now, one-on-one situation here between Sami Zayn and AJ Styles. Now, this bullet's going to get to the champion's head, though. Punk and Zayn, they have pinned AJ Styles. Styles has not pinned them. CM Punk and Sami Zayn have pinned AJ Styles in the AJ Styles non-title open challenge. The use of that open challenge was for whoever could pin Styles, face off against Styles at the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Because they have pinned him. They pinned the champion. Arguments such as Apollo Crews, Ken Shamrock, Bobby Lashley, who had his rematch clause, and Ricochet, they have not pinned AJ Styles, and those were some good names. Anyway, now Sami Zayn just trips against the ropes, and now CM Punk gonna take full advantage here. Full advantage opportunity. Punk with the Anaconda Vice. Styles is no longer champion. CM Punk Anaconda Vice off of the mistake by Sami Zayn. I don't even know what happened there. Sami just like slipped or something off the ropes, and then Styles was already on the ground. Punk just decides he has an opportunity. Anaconda Vice, and ladies and gentlemen, that is how it's an accent where that Anaconda Vice has made CM Punk the first ever two-time champion in Universe Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk, the first ever two-time champion in Universe Mode history, and the first ever two-time WWE champion in Universe Mode history. CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, is the new WWE champion, and is now a two-time WWE champion. And ironically enough, the way he successfully defended it against Roman Reigns in his first title defense was with the Anaconda Vice after Roman landed on his neck off the ring apron. And now he wins the title back with the same maneuver, the Anaconda Vice, against AJ Styles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Aleister Black defends the World Championship against Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler. Cesaro, King of the Ring winner, Dolph Ziggler, using his rematch clause as Black the World Champion. Here we go. As now, of course, Cesaro, well, he has earned the opportunity. If anyone has ever earned a title opportunity, it has been Cesaro. He was just, beginning off in the beginning of Universe Mode, had a whole rivalry with Samoa Joe, and then after that, he's been in many other matches. He's been inside the Money in the Bank ladder match, which ironically enough, Samoa Joe was also inside. Cesaro did come up short as Mr. Money in the Bank, of course, is Jey Lethal. He could cash in, ladies and gentlemen. He could cash in here tonight. We don't know. Of course, Cesaro winning the 4-on-4 King of the Ring tournament, which was 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown, 4 from ECW. Cesaro won it in the triple threat finals because, it's like it's a 12-man tournament, so that doesn't work out well in the finals, so it ends up being a triple threat. Chris Jericho for ECW, Samoa Joe, and Cesaro for SmackDown. Ironically enough, Joe and Cesaro renewing their rivalry multiple times throughout Universe Mode in the Money in the Bank ladder match and in the King of the Ring tournament. So yeah, Cesaro, he did win the tournament. He main evented SummerSlam because of that opportunity. Dolph Ziggler cashing in his rematch clause. If Ziggler loses, no more title opportunities for poor old Dolph. And Dolph Ziggler, he has been at the very top of Universe Mode since the beginning of Universe Mode. First ever episode of SmackDown, Sigler, main event. Sigler on the top. Sigler, the main star. Sigler, the fan favorite here on SmackDown. Just hasn't won it yet. Just hasn't gotten the right spark. Just hasn't gotten the victory when it meant the most. Of course, the number one contender shots, the momentum matches, everything like that. But sadly, when it came to Aleister Black, when it came for that World Heavyweight Championship, Sigler just hasn't done it. And now, well, Ziggler, whole lot of guts. He could have used his rematch clause against Aleister Black on any ordinary episode of SmackDown, but what he does, he waits. Well, he doesn't wait, but he announces that he will cash in his rematch clause at SummerSlam, in which it makes it a triple threat, because Cesaro already had a guaranteed opportunity against either Sigler or Black if Sigler used his rematch clause on any episode of SmackDown. Sigler has not. Therefore, not sure if that's gutsy or if that's just plain old stupid here by Sigler. If that's just stubborn or if that's just guts, or Sigler just wants to prove a point. Not to say, Dolph Ziggler, great competitor. We shall see if he wins here at night. Anyway, without all the enough of all the chatter, I guess I should say. Continue on with the matchup here. Cesaro and Aleister Black inside the ring. Okay, never mind. There goes Aleister Black, the World Heavyweight Champion. 2-on-1 handicap situation here for both Sigler and Cesaro against Black. They just need to team up against the champion and then make it a 1-1 matchup. Of course, still kind of shaken up by the new WWE champion, CM Punk, now a 2-time champion in New Year's Mo, 2-time WWE champion, first ever 2-time champion. Cesaro went for neutralizer a couple seconds ago right there, but Black able to counter. One of these men gonna have to fall off the ring apron here at this point. Super kick by Sigler. There goes Cesaro. Aleister Black now just gains more energy. Taunt to the crowd now. Just gonna have to catch a breather here, but also gonna have to watch out for the pinfall attempts like that. Sigler almost became the new World Heavyweight Champion. And now Dolph will frog splash onto Cesaro. Black now trying to think of something, nails him with a kick to the back of the head. 2 triple threats here at SummerSlam. The first one was amazing. And now we shall see how equally amazing could this one be. Super kick by Sigler. There goes Cesaro. Black now misses the pinfall breakup attempt, but luckily enough, only a 1 count, as Cesaro did kick out a 1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Jay Lethal, odd man out here. He is Mr. Money in the Bank, of course. Mr. Money in the Bank was, of course, going to be a SmackDown superstar, since SmackDown, they had their own Money in the Bank ladder match at the Bound for Glory pay-per-view, SmackDown exclusive. And well, Cesaro, that was before the King of the Ring tournament, and that was before Cesaro was even announced for a tournament. So imagine if Cesaro won the Money in the Bank. Well, I guess if he won the Money in the Bank, then he wouldn't have been in the King of the Ring tournament. But where? Just imagine that dynamic. That would be absolutely amazing, to be fair. Anyway, now Sigler just sending Cesaro into the guardrail DT by Black to Sigler. Can this one be a 2 count? And oh my god. Okay, wow, that was super close. Ladies and gentlemen, I said so many times throughout this whole pay-per-view, 2 3/4 or 2 3.9/4. That was a super close 2 count. Cesaro just barely breaking it up in time. And now Dolph and Cesaro just trading blows here, trading some with Aleister Black as well. Black gonna have to break it up here, but he does, luckily enough. And now Black and Virgil time to drop to Sigler, kicks down Cesaro. Aleister Black taking down all comers here. Just taking down every contender here. And of course, Aleister Black and Dolph Ziggler, they have faced off against each other multiple times. Originally in the triple threat in week 6 for the vacant title. Of course, Black won that against Sigler and Ryback. Sigler defeated Ryback in week 8 in their 3rd ever matchup, which was their best matchup. Well, their 3rd ever singles matchup, or their 2nd ever singles matchup. 3rd ever singles matchup, I guess. Sigler won, he became no contender. It was a great matchup. Match of the series candidate, really. And well, that's how we are here. Sigler lost that Bound for Glory against Black. This is his rematch clause. And Cesaro came with the ring winner. Nothing else to say. Just some great dynamics here. And we're going to see who becomes world champion here tonight. Whether we have a new one, which is the King of the Ring winner, or one that's a show off, or if we just have Aleister Black still the world champion. And now Sigler has him up, zigzag, connects to Black, but no, he's not gonna pin him. Just a triangle choke. Why, Sigler? You had him. And now victory roll here. Sigler is down. Aleister Black counters Cesaro's victory roll. 2 and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Aleister Black has stolen the victory here tonight. I am in shock. Ladies and gentlemen, if we just saw that Cesaro with a victory roll against Black, and then during that victory roll, Cesaro with the victory roll to Black, midway through that, somehow one of them hit Sigler, kicked Sigler against the face, I will assume. Sigler fell down. And then, while Sigler's down, Aleister Black switches the victory row to one of his own and steals the victory, and Sigler not able to make it in time. Ladies and gentlemen, still World Heavyweight Champion here tonight, Aleister Black. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. 8 matches done. 3 matches in the pre-show, 8 matches in the regular show, 4 for Raw, 4 for ECW, and 3 matches for SmackDown here at the SummerSlam pay-per-view, the regular show, of course. And, well, what the pay-per-view was. This is going to be a long pay-per-view. It's going to be like an hour and something minutes. This has been split up into 3 parts, really. I have split this up into 3 parts, but those 3 videos are going to be combined, and that's how you guys have now gotten the full show if you guys are watching this. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. Catch you all in the next episode of Universe Mode. What a night here tonight at SummerSlam. But anyway, catch you on the next one, and goodbye.